Hi everyone, welcome back to Muscular Development. My name is Lauren Lotte. I am the host of the Buff Bombshell Show, and today I'm talking to Alix Small, IFBB Fitness Pro.
Hi guys.
So, you guys have had Alix on the show before, and she's coming back because you told me something really cool about it 2 minutes ago, and you're starting prep on Monday.
Yeah.
All right.
So good.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so can you tell me a little bit more about prep and kind of what plans you've got for 2022? Wow.
Yeah, so I mean obviously when I came out of the Olympia I just went straight into my off season. So like from then till now I've just been like pushing. So that'll be like a 5 month off season that I've had. So that's quite a short off season for me because obviously previous to that I'd done like an 18-month off season. But nonetheless, we've obviously given it everything we've got. So hopefully there'll be some big improvements. So I start prep on Monday, which I'll be 19 weeks out. The plan is to do the Emperor Pro Classic. And hopefully get my qualification for the O there, and then back into a small off season, and then prep again for the O.
Wow. Okay, so the show that you won last year, was that also the Emperor Classic?
That was Europa, which has been moved to the back end of the year. So that's in November. So if I'm thinking planning on doing that one as well. So if I was to win that show, then I would then qualify for the 2023 Olympia.
Wow, so you're already goal setting for next year.
Yes.
That's amazing. Amazing. And for those of you that don't know, Alix won Europa Pro in Spain. It's run by Emilio Martinez, and I think he has about 22 shows this year. So he's doing a lot. And it's going to be exciting for you to compete again because, you're going back in the summertime, pretty much almost the same time when you competed last year.
Yeah.
And that's really incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, I think like it's like a different feeling this year because it's like going into like my second pro year. So yeah, that's it's like obviously the first year, like I obviously put like pressure on myself, but like there's not really other expectation, is there? Like the people kind of like weigh you up and stuff now, which is amazing because pressure is a privilege. So yeah, I'm really excited.
I'm excited for you too, and I can't wait to see what you do in 2022,
Thank you.
especially here in the UK. Are you going to do any UK shows, or are you going to just mainly aim for, Europe and then hopefully US? Yes.
No, I'm not competing in the UK, not this year anyway. So I'll be doing Europe and then obviously hopefully the Olympia.
Oh, okay, well, I can't wait to see then what you do there. And then going into, I guess, this part of this year, I'm just trying to think, 2022. I had a question and I completely lost it. I'm still very sick, everyone, because this is why I've been off. But no, I had a question and I completely lost it.
What are your plans for this year?
Oh, no one ever asked me any questions. So this is good. So my plans for this year are really just to focus on Buff.
Yeah, that's exciting though.
It is. It's a lot of pressure because I'm worried that if I don't get it right, I will fail. And I actually woke up on Wednesday in so much panic and anxiety for the first time in a really long time, thinking, "Oh my goodness, I really don't want to fail." And
Well,
oh
don't be scared to fail because if you're scared to fail, then you'll never know. So you just got to try, and then it's always a lesson, isn't it? You can learn from it.
yeah, that's so true. I'll take this one on board. I don't like to think that I'm failing, but if I am failing forward, it's just more I don't want to fail at all.
You won't. You won't.
Thank you
You,
so much.
you're
Oh,
welcome.
but no one ever asked me any questions, so that's really cool. Thank you so much, Alix.
You're welcome. Oh, when did Carly contact you for glute wear?
Oh, Carly. So I did a show with Carly a few weeks ago for Wellness Watch, and she was really fun. You know,
Yes, she's right good, isn't she?
I wasn't expecting to get the energy like that. And she contacted me and then just, she was like, I really like your energy. And I was like, oh, cool. And it was really fun.
Yeah, she's like such like a positive, like uplifting person, you know, like you get like such like a good vibe from her when you're around her. Like she's one of those people. She's really, yeah, I love Carly.
Because you've been with Glutewear for quite a while now.
Yeah, so Carly contacted me about, I think I was like 4 or 5 weeks out of my pro debut. Um, and then she sent me some clothes, and I was like, oh my God, these are like unreal. These are so good. So then I kind of like joined as an ambassador. And then from like promoting and just like being like part of the brand, I then became their first athlete. So like their first sponsored athlete.
Wow.
So yeah, I love the brand though. It's so good.
I remember I think it was one of the first photos that you probably ever had with them, and it was in a yellow set.
Yeah, the honey set.
Yes.
I think that's still my favourite set. I love it.
So like, Carly, if you're watching this, Alix loves the honey set.
Yeah, she knows I love the honey set.
I would really like to meet you and Carly one day, like actually to meet up.
We should train.
Oh my goodness, I'd be training with a wellness and a fitness. I'd be probably very cool. I think I will die.
No, it would be good. It would be good.
No.
We'll train like legs or something.
And then with training, oh my goodness, yeah, legs with you guys would be really something. I'd love to do that. I would love that.
We'll do it.
Has training changed for you a lot since the Olympia?
Not really. So when I was actually in my last off season, I about 2 years ago tore my hamstring. It was like a grade 2 tear though, so it was like it was manageable, but I wasn't able to train legs for like I didn't train my legs for like 6 months. So yeah, it was I'm lucky that my legs do hold a bit of size compared to my upper body, because if I'd done something to my upper body, it would have just gone. So my training split back then was literally just push pull rest, push pull rest.
Okay.
But as it got better, my split went back to push pull legs, delts, rest. So it's just like a push pull legs, but with an extra delts day, because I need to bring my delts up. And then when I was on prep, because my hamstring still wasn't great, my training was I had set days in the week, but I only trained my legs once a week just to make sure that they were like recovering okay. But my hamstring's completely fine now, so it is back to push pull legs, delts, rest, repeat.
Wow, so much training.
Yeah, 4 on, 1 off.
And tell me a little bit more about like your coaching, or what's happening there on that side, because last time we spoke, you were either getting into the coaching and still focusing just very much heavily on your pro debut.
Yeah, so I mean, it's still very similar. I actually got into coaching a couple of years ago, however, it was just more with like lifestyle clients, obviously, before like I had a bit more experience. But now majority of my clients are actually bodybuilders looking to compete, which is really, really like that's where I'm interested in, you know. So I love that side of it. I love the extreme side of the sport.
Do you get a lot of girls that come up to you for fitness specifically because they know that you're a fitness pro?
Yeah, so I've had like a few fitness girls, but a lot of them come to me for like more like advice and things like that, because a lot of them I've already got coaches, but I have had a few fitness girls, but majority of the girls that I coach are figure girls that come, for figure, because obviously fitness and figure are like the physique rounds are very similar. It's a similar look.
Would you ever contemplate maybe going into figure if fitness was no longer something that you wanted to do, or would you do both at the same time?
I can't see it happening, because I love the routine round. Like I absolutely love the routine round. Also, like I'm still very small. I think I'll be bigger this year. But I'm not going to be loads bigger. But I think that I have definitely made some improvements on my weaker areas. So I think I'll look a little bit more dense. But I'm still not at the big end of, you know, fitness or like figure. I'm still very small.
Oh, Because I remember seeing your physique like at the beginning. You posted a photo recently with you in the green bikini with the Russian style. And then you look so different to now. And, you know, I think it's really incredible that you can put yourself and go through that transformation. And it's both mental and quite physical. Well, it's very physical, but to be able to do that and push yourself, it's a very big mental aspect.
Yeah, I'm not scared to put on weight in my off season because that's the way that my body grows. So I know that to gain new tissue for me anyway, I have to put on like a little bit more body fat, which I'm completely fine with because at the end of the day, like I want to grow and I want to put mass on. So I'm fine with that, and I'm not scared of hard work. If I have to do extra on the Stairmaster, I'm happy to do that. Prep, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, you've just got to weigh it up. I mean, some people like to grow lean in their off season because it works best for them, and some people like myself put on a little bit extra body fat. I mean, it is just like weighing everything up and like seeing what works best for you.
And that's just through like the years that you've been competing. And is that like the typical kind of advice you'd maybe give to one of the girls that come up to you if they are looking to either progress or just, I don't know, get a big
Absolutely. I mean, like, it is obviously always going to be hard seeing your body change out of like a competition phase into like an off season. However, if your why and your goal is like so much stronger than being bothered about what you look like, at the end of the day, it shouldn't really matter. I mean, it is obviously going to be hard to see, but if you just remember why you're doing it, then that's always the piece of advice that I give.
That's what I really like about you, Alix, though, like, because I remember just talking to you from last year, and you're someone, you know what you want, and you will make a plan to get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know some people will say, like, okay, they want this, because I've been like in the past, I want this, or I want to do this, but it can be hard sometimes to like write it all down. How do you, as a athlete, and, you know, how did you go about getting your plan right so that you can basically go after that goal and actually achieve it?
I mean, I always think that like I just think of like I am an extremist in like whatever I'm gonna do. So like I always think that if you think like that and you break it down into small parts and you say, okay, well, how am I actually going to do this? And you just keep doing that every single day, then if you're relentless with it, you are going to eventually get there. Yeah, you might fail. Like I've failed. I was obviously an athlete from a young age. So like I've learned, like I have failed a lot. And like you learn from those failures and you just keep getting up and going for it. And I think like you will obviously like get knockbacks, but if you just keep going through that, you are going to get there.
I like good advice. Break it down into small goals.
Yeah, definitely.
So then the goals for this year, doing the Europa, qualifying for Olympia, and let's take it back to last year's Olympia. What did it feel like?
Yeah, that was like the most like crazy experience ever, like because you know, like when I was going to like the athletes meet and greet and I was like sat at the table, like I'm seeing everybody and I'm like, oh my God, I want to meet them, you know, but then you're one of them. So like that was an amazing experience. Like I just tried to soak it all up and take it all in. Obviously my routine didn't go my way, so that wasn't great, but you know, you just get up and you keep going and make sure that like I've got experience this time, so like you know, if certain things happen, like I would know what to do and things like that. So yeah, definitely was such an amazing experience, and like the whole show was just incredible. Like the way that they, you know, produced the show, and like everybody was so nice, and like it was honestly unreal. Like I just cannot wait to get back there.
Oh wow! And what was the best part of it? Like, if you could just have a moment, what was the best part?
Getting me athlete's tracksuit. no, I think like I think just meeting everybody and then like actually getting to go up on that stage, like that stage is incredible. Like you've just got to soak up every second of it, like, you know, like just being up on that stage and knowing that what you've achieved and accomplished to get there, and that everybody else around you is also feeling the same, or you know, they've experienced the same. Like it's such a nice feeling to be like surrounded by people that understand it.
Has life like changed for you since, or is it, do people say, "Oh my gosh, it's Alix," and
not
you know?
not really. Like it's just kind of the same, but like I'm in Scotland, so we're quite we're quite shut off here.
Yeah, lots of snow.
Yeah, with lots of snow, but I like it being here because like I like when I go on prep and you can just put your head down and go to work. I like doing that. I like that.
So it's you've got very little distraction, and
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're just focused.
I won't ask where you live because we're on camera, but is your hometown, is it smallish and you can just really like focus?
It's tiny. It's
Ah.
small. Yeah, I'm from a small town. We're like close to Dundee, but it's a small town. So, I mean, the gyms here, I won't lie, they're not great, but like it's got everything you need, and like it is all I need. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow. And how do you find then training and like adapting all of that, if there's something that you don't have where you are?
I mean, it's not like that behind, but I mean, just like maybe like the brands of machines and stuff like that are like not the best, but like everything's here. But I mean, I would one day like to go somewhere else. I mean, I obviously live down in England in Rotherham, and I love training out of like the muscle unit and Rob's gym. I love Rob's gym, and I also train from Ultraflex as well. But it's just two different environments. But I always go back between the two. So if I feel like I want to go down there, I can go down there. But who knows where's the next?
So no plans to move down to England yet, but maybe plans to move to the USA one day?
Yeah, definitely.
See, I was going to ask this. Now, where would you want to go if you were there? Like if you want to just move?
I think that Destination Dallas, the gym in Texas,
Oh. No, I don't, but you can tell me about it.
it just looks insane, and like so many like bodybuilders have like moved to go like to stay there as well for the gym. So I think that would be an unreal place to live. Also, my friend Ariel, she's in like Miami, Florida area, so maybe Ariel Kadir.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was just going to say, are you talking about Ariel? Ariel? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe somewhere close to Ariel. Who knows?
Oh, that's fantastic. And in terms of meeting all of the athletes from the fitness category at the Olympia,
Yeah.
who is your like your girl group kind of thing? There.
Uh, me and Ariel are like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do like her. She's improved so much. Her physique is insane.
she's literally incredible. I am rooting for her at the Arnolds.
Yeah, she's going back. I am excited to see what she brings because like last year she looked like just so much better than she did. Like, okay, I'm not saying to be
No, she was
you know
incredible,
what I
but this
mean?
was like next level.
Yes, she took
Yeah,
it to another level last year, and it was even her routine was just so much more refined. It was beautiful. I loved it, and I'm excited to see. You guys should do like a thing together. If they had duets, I would love to see that one day.
that would be so cool. Do you know what? We've always discussed it because our names both start with A, so we always call us like the A team or like double A.
I would,
So
I would love to see the A team do a routine. Maybe you can ask if you can do like a guest
yeah, that would be
posing.
so cool. That would be so cool.
I wonder why not many fitness ladies actually do guest posing items, because you guys have all of the skills and it's always incredible to watch.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think that it would be like so cool if we did guest performance. I know that Missy did it in America last year. I've seen her do one, but I've not seen anybody else do like a guest perform anywhere for fitness. Maybe.
I think you should put yourself out there. Like you will do guest posing and get yourself onto that, because that could be something, that could be a whole new thing for you.
Yeah, it would be quite cool in Europe as well.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely think that could be a thing.
Yeah, could maybe like message like Emilio or something and ask him.
I think Emilio would like that. Emilio, you have got to message Alix and get her to guest pose at one of your shows, please, because I do think it would be very cool. You could just take, one of your routines and do it that way. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, that would be proper cool to see. I'm sure like the audience and the crowd and stuff would love it as well because it's exciting to watch.
Yes. There's nothing like it in terms of the bodybuilding community because of the routine element.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And with routine, are we going to get anything new? Well, like really new?
It's new. It's completely different.
Oh, I won't ask because I know people.
Yeah, it's a secret, but it's a completely different routine, but it's still very me this time. But yeah, it's not like Venom this time.
Oh. But it's gonna be like sparkles and good thing.
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh, I'm excited now.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. Like this one feels like, I don't know, it just feels right.
Well, you've got a lot more experience now. You've done the first, Olympia for yourself, and you can go into this year. I think you should be very confident. You should be very proud of what you've taken and managed to achieve from this. So it will be an amazing year for you.
Thank you. No. Just gotta put the work in and make it happen.
Yeah, and then, just get your invitation again and just carry on going for it. And then one day win, and then you'd never have to qualify again. You just keep on going.
Just turn up. Well, that's the dream. That's the dream. We've got to make it happen.
I'm sure you will. I have every faith in you, Alix, that you will do that.
Thank you.
I have no doubt. And then I was gonna say, okay, so now Arnold's.
Yeah. I mean, it's got it. The top two spots are between Ariel and Missy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Missy won the last two Arnold, so she's gonna try do. Is it called a hat trick when you get 3?
Yes. Yeah.
So she's going to try get her third one, I think, and it's gonna be quite something. But I'm excited to see the ladies because you've got Kate Errington in there now from the UK, and she looks really good. Also compared to last year, I think she's done something really special there. You've got Ariel and Missy, Shona, Jacqueline.
Yeah, I think Jacqueline will do really well too. I love Jacqueline's routines.
Yeah, she's great. I always feel like she could be bigger though, but her routines are always really well polished.
Beautiful, yeah. She's routines.
And she also makes good top 5, so she's always quite, in the top.
She's always up there, yeah. She's always up there.
So I just feel like for Jacqueline, I just want to get a little bit bigger, and then she could, I think she'll go up more.
Yeah. She is she's proper lovely as well, Jacqueline. Like she's really nice to speak to. So you always want to see people do well that are nice, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. I feel like the fitness ladies, you all seem to have quite a lot of camaraderie for each other. It's quite
definitely. I mean, I think it's just the respect of knowing, obviously, it's so different than any other category. So, the respect between everyone's, probably, next level, just because we know that it's, just a little bit different, But, yeah, I think Arnold's, the top 3, it's between Ariel, Missy, and Jacqueline.
Oh. And can you give me a little bit more, in terms of what you want to see from the routines from the ladies, or what you think about figures, and I want to get your whole take on those 3.
I know. Well, I know what Ariel's routine is, so I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for everyone to see it. But I mean, Missy's routines are always incredible as well. She's so powerful, and all her skills are amazing. I would just like to see a little bit more of a story. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yes.
But she's amazing. And then I think maybe I'm not really sure what Jacqueline could do to her routine to make it a little bit more. Maybe just something a little bit more explosive, like a tumble or something. But all her skills, everything are incredible too. And then her dance and choreography is insane. Maybe it's just her physique that needs a little bit of a. I'm not sure. But yeah, I can't wait for the routines. I love watching the routines.
Yeah, I totally agree. Each of the ladies have something really special when it comes to their routines. Like Ariel's always like very creative with like either with the masks or the costumes, and there's something there. And I do like the storytelling. I love Missy's, like you said, her skills and what she can do when she does a flip off a box or something. You should do that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should totally do that, or try and do it, because I would love that.
But that's the thing, like it's all like personal preference because like it just depends what you like. So obviously like I love like Oksana's routines and I love like when Ariel tells stories, and that was kind of the vibe that I went for last year with my routine. But then obviously you've got like Missy and Whitney, and obviously you've got like Tamara's doing the she's doing the Arnold's as well. Theirs are all like a bit more with the music, and like it's like less storytelling but like more explosive and dancey. But I think it's just personal preference, you know.
Oh, wow. Let's go into what makes a good routine. Because I want to hear from your side, what makes a good routine?
So I think that like you've got to see. I would always say like you've got to tell a story to the audience. So it's like you should want them to not be able to take your eyes off, like their eyes off of you when you're performing. And then obviously like I'm a big believer in like have it being polished and looking tidy, clean lines, you know, pointed toes. And then obviously like you've got the explosive element, like tumbling, like doing a little bit of gymnastics. And then obviously you've got the main points, like you've got your straddle jump, your high kicks, your splits, and your straddle hold. So they obviously all need to be performed well and executed well. So I think it's just like a combination of like the execution and like the like how hard the skills are, and then you know whatever you do with that is like completely up to you. And that's when like the you know like that's where preference comes in with like what you do in that routine and what the music's like and things.
See, when I was dancing, when I used to compete, they used to have a section on the scorecards, and there would be difficulty. And that's
Yeah,
the same thing in this case, where it's the difficulty of the movements, and you could get scored really high for how difficult your routine was. But if it wasn't,
executed well, you would get, yeah, it's the same in gymnastics. You've got your
yes,
difficulty execution.
and then you get marked down because something was not as perfect as it maybe should have been if it was as difficult of a routine.
Yeah, yeah,
So, and then in there, like the difficulty. So with fitness, you've got your four mandatory like items, which is the straddle, you said, the high kick, the splits, and is it push up now?
yes, a push up as well. Sorry, yeah.
So we've got a push up, and you've got to be able to do what I would call the basics. What, in your opinion, if you are an aspiring fitness competitor, if you've got the basics, what would you say to somebody? Okay, you can do these four things and you can do them well, but now you need to do these extra two things to make it more intermediate. What are those two things?
Like so, if you've got like your press up, you've got a high kick, you've got a straddle, hold, a jump, and a split. Like those, if you've got those, obviously there's like 4 points. But if you've got those, I would say have those. And then I would probably add like maybe like some sort of like a gymnastics move because, I mean like it's eye catching, it changes up like the routine. I do it probably like obviously if you're going to like a medium level, it didn't even have to be like a hard skill. You know, it could just be like a cartwheel or like a one-handed cartwheel.
Hmm.
Um, which would be quite interesting to watch. And then definitely some sort of like choreography, like maybe like some sort of like a little bit more difficult choreography, and then that would kind of just add the whole routine together.
And in your opinion, what is the hardest routine that you've seen any IFBB pro perform that makes it like, oh my God, that's the one to beat, or like that's the one I want to do one day?
So yeah, there's two things that stick out to me. When Ariel goes handstand into planche, back up one arm, back up, back down, that's ridiculous.
Wow.
And also Missy round off flip, whip, flip, tuck back on stage. She did a whip, which is mad on like a hard floor.
Yeah, because there's no spring in those stages.
No.
And
so that was super impressive. Also, she did a full twist as well.
oh, see, like that's the thing that people don't realize when you do your fitness routines, because there is no give to the floor, there's no bounce, there's no spring mat like you would have in gymnastics or on a dance stage.
Yeah, sure.
So everything when you land, it's like, buzz, you know, and you've got to have so much power from your core to be able to do all of that. And it's not like you're on grass either, because even then that has a little bit of give.
Yeah, exactly. It's just solid.
Wow.
So yeah, they're always like, I'm always super impressed when I see those things. Like, it's like the respect for doing that on a wooden floor, you know, that's incredible.
Yeah, I always wonder kind of how the venues, it makes sense now with some venues not being able to always have fitness because the stages are not appropriate or they're not long enough.
Yeah.
Because for you guys to be able to do all of your stunts and your skills, you need a lot of room.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you probably underestimate like how long a stage we actually need, because if we are doing like a tumbling pass or like cartwheel, 3 flips, it is long.
Right.
So yeah, if the stages are short, it is harder to obviously fit in the routine.
And how did you feel like the stage was in the Europa compared to maybe the Olympia stage? Was it a lot more?
So the Olympia stage was huge. It was massive. But going from the Europa stage, which was big as well, but going from that onto the O stage, it was like, wow, there's so much room to fill, you know. But both were big stages, so it was really good. I just kind of utilized all the space and tried to use up as much as possible.
Oh man, you know, I would really love it if maybe at this year's Olympia, if a lot of you fitness ladies could get together, and then you could do like a 1 minute, I don't know, Olympia cheer group kind of thing to open it up, because I would love that. I just want to see all of you just doing something together. And there's no one ever did that before.
No, I don't think so. But that would be. Oh, did they not do it like in Arnold's one year? But that was like everyone ran out onto the stage, I think.
But like something that's 1 minute choreographed with all of the fitness ladies. How amazing would that be?
Yeah, that would be cool.
You got to tell Dan. Okay, I am going to put it forward, because I think that this would be something so special, even if it was at the end of the show.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Okay, maybe everybody would not go home. They would stay. Or like after fitness finals or something, and just do that, because I just think it would be so incredible to see everyone together and just be able to see that.
Yeah, that would be like, it'd be cool for the show as well.
Something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alix, what kind of new skills are you sort of learning this year, or is there something that we can expect to see, or like is there something new that we've never seen from you?
Yeah, my skills are different this year. It's I've kind of gone for, there's a slightly different approach. So just from like learning through experience, I did a lot of like more artistic-y skills, but I'm going to combine it with a little bit more power skills, I think, this year.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah,
I think you're gonna do great.
Thank you. Yeah, it's you just learn each year, and like you pick things up from like being around, like people that are at the top. You see what they're doing, and you look up to them and take things and learn things. So that's really good as well.
Oh, I love it. And then last question: what advice can you give to someone who is competing this year and they want to be like you, or they want to be a fitness pro?
Just work hard and be relentless, and just don't stop until you get there. It's not going to be easy, but if it was easy, then everyone would do it and everyone would have it, and that's the beauty in getting to where other people can't. because you've got to work harder. So just keep working hard and be true to yourself, and you will achieve what you set out to.
Oh, thank you, Alix. That's beautiful. So thank you so much for coming on. And you guys, thank you so much for watching Alix Small, IFBB Fitness Pro on muscular development. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications to watch more of muscular development. And please make sure to go follow Alix Small on Instagram. What is your Instagram bio?
It's what, my name on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Alix Small IFBB Pro.
I'll put a tag in. But you guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all again next week.